next 3 days. This is beyond exciting, and we're so happy to have you here with us. We want to first welcome you to this extraordinary experience on behalf of Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins. You are here for you are here for 3 powerful days of transforming your future. So if you are ready, write ready in the chat right now. Ready, yes. My name is Renee Marino, and I'm so honored and thrilled to be your host for these next 3 days because I have been where so many of you are right now. Over 5 years ago, I was in a time of uncertainty and transition, but with a deep knowing I was meant for more, just like so many of you here. That's when I attended an event just like this one, and my life was changed in the most beautiful ways. I'll be with you at the start of every day, and my job is to make sure you have an amazing experience. So over the next 3 days, you're going to be introduced to a new game plan for thriving in business. Between Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, the two of them combined have over 76 years of experience, which is mind-blowing. Yeah, right? How incredible is that? They are single-handedly leading this massive shift in the way business is being done. So whether you're someone who is desiring to start a business, but you don't know where to begin, if that's you, write me in the chat. Or maybe you're just starting out on this journey of entrepreneurship. If that's you, write yes. We have me's. We have yes. Or you're just looking for the next big breakthrough. If that's the case, write ready. Oh, we have so many different categories of people, and no matter where you may be on your journey, Dean and Tony are about to blow your mind and heart over these next 3 days. And this may be the most important event you've ever attended in your life. Now, my role here is to give you some tips to get the most out of this whole experience. So can I give you some tips? Write yes if that's cool in the chat. Thanks, guys. Number 1, dedicate the time. You're already here, but showing up doesn't guarantee you'll get the most out of it. You may be thinking, oh, you can pop in and out of this event and do other things at the same time, but to miss a little is to miss a lot. Each day builds on the day prior, so you get the accumulation effect. And trust me, you do not want to miss Tony Robbins or any amazing guests like, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey, Jay Shetty and his beautiful wife, Roddy, Gary Brecka, Jillian Turecki. What? Plus, we are giving away prizes all throughout. So it's not too late to clear your schedule. If you still have that phone call or that meeting that's in the middle of one of these days, trust me, reschedule it because you don't want to miss 1 second of what Dean and Tony have created for you. If you're committed to go all in, write all in the chat. Yes, thank you. This is what we want to do. Be involved in this chat. Number 2, fully engage with the experience. This may be your first time in an event like this. So, as I said, you want to interact as much as possible to connect with Dean and Tony and the speakers. Utilize that chat box, like I was saying. And if you're in VIP, turn those cameras on. And remember, your camera's on. So be aware of that. And final tip, bring that good, high energy, because energy is a habit. The state your energy is in is the state you'll receive this information in. So sit up with excitement, think heart open. Yes, beautiful, I see you, VIP, smile, and get yourself ready to thrive. So if you're up to be in a beautiful, energetic, positive state for the next 3 days, throw those hands up. I want to see it. Beautiful. All right, it's time to begin this beautiful journey. Before I bring him to the stage, I want to share this quick video to introduce the man who is going to lead you these next few days. None other than the incredible Dean Graziosi.
I've always been fascinated by that force that shapes human beings. Who am I and what am I here to give? You are a catalyst for getting other people to change the way they think about themselves.
Today we're in the company of a phenomenal success story. Dean Graziosi is a multimillionaire.
Your ability and desire to influence so many people in such unanimously positive ways is truly inspiring.
You don't have a heart-centered reason on why the hell you want it. It's why everybody gives up on the 5-yard line.
It's entrepreneurs like Dean that are helping make the world a better place.
He is source of just incredible information.
1 million books sold total.
Living legend.
Hundreds of millions of dollars in sales.
His takeaways have been inspiring so many people.
It's reaching millions of people
One of the
online.
biggest names in the history of this segment.
When I first met Dean, I just got to know his heart and his soul, and it's like, felt like my brother.
Guided so many lives.
Sometimes it takes someone seeing in you what you don't even see in yourself. The man changed my life.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you so much, Dean.
I really do appreciate him.
Give it up for my partners, your friends, Dean Graziosi, everybody, give it up for him!
Hey guys, welcome to Thrive in 2025. What's up, Wendy Rogers? I see you, Amber. What's going, Jane Foster? Matthew Jones, what's going on, man? Hey, Derek Harris, Vincent, Vasco, Tom, Robbie, rocking it out since the beginning. Denise, Teresa, hey everybody. So good to see you guys. So good to have you here for Thrive in 2025. The next 3 days are going to be something really special. Like Renee said, if this is the first time you're joining us, welcome, welcome. If you're part of the family, good to have you back. Listen, before we get started here, I truly believe there's never been a better time in history than right now to be here. So could we do something? I know Renee said it, but I got to say it too. Could we shake off the craziness? Like, it's a little crazy out there. Can't we agree on that? Can we take a deep breath? And here's what I want you to think about. Could we be bold enough to be optimistic again for the next couple of days? Can we be bold enough to see a bigger future, that our past doesn't dictate where we're going, that we can have opportunity, not obstacles? Who's ready to be optimistic again for a couple of days? And then we get that to stick, because I think you're about to realize that this may be the greatest time in history for you to live into your full potential. Might sound a little counterintuitive to what you hear in the news. And we plan on sharing that with you. You know, this is really cool for me. 7 years ago, we sat right here. My dear friend Tony Robbins and I, my partner, who will be here live here soon, we sat right here to kick this off at our very first virtual event. And that was forced by COVID, but now it's become a movement. And we have the opportunity. We're in over 100 countries right now. I know there's people up in the middle of the night. What's up? But that event 7 years ago sparked a movement bigger than we ever could have imagined. Since then, we've touched the lives of over 6.3 million people. And we kicked that event off with one simple, but I think very powerful question that on this 7-year anniversary, I'd like to ask again. At the end of a long life, if you had to choose between impacting others or achieving incredible success for yourself, what would you choose? Put it in the chat. Impact or success? I know the answer because I know this group of humans. Right? Look at that. Impact, 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 right? And the answer is, why choose when you can have both? Tony Robbins said that 7 years ago, and it rings more true today than ever. And what you're soon going to learn is, if you don't already know it, is that your life experience may be the greatest asset you own. And when you understand its value and how it can create impact for others, purpose for yourself, and build a real business with no glass ceiling, you'll see why you're in the right place at the right time. But first, I got to say this. Nice job for being here. You know, most people talk a big game. You guys probably have some friends that talk a big game, but they don't actually follow through. They don't actually show up. You did. That means we're kindred spirits. Wherever you are in the world, and I want to say this, whatever you had to do to be here, whatever you had to rearrange, some of you work, some of you family, some of you obligations, you made an amazing decision. I don't think it could come at a better time. I think we can all agree with AI, advanced technologies, new policies, shifting economy, the world is changing faster than ever before. Can we all agree the world's going pretty darn fast right now? And I think we're entering an era, it's why I respect you so much for being here today, where you'll either get the new plan to thrive in this new world, or you'll get left behind. What's really cool is we have over, right now at this very moment, 720,000 people registered for this event. So freaking cool. All from different backgrounds, all over the world. and Renee said this, but I want to share it too, is some of you might just stop by, might have just stopped by because you're intrigued, you're just checking this out. Great, you're in the right spot. Stick with us, see what's possible. Others, you're 100% ready to start your own thing. Wonderful, welcome. Put it in the chat if that's me, or raise your hand if you're just checking it out, or you know it's time. And some of you, you already have your own business, but you're ready to scale. Perfect. To each of you, I say this, welcome. You're in the right spot. And even though we have different backgrounds, come from different countries, different goals, we have more in common than you may realize if you're here at an event like this. Renee teased it, but I really want to anchor it in. The thing we have in common is that we all know we are meant for more. Whether that's more impact, more freedom, more choice, more time, more creativity, more joy, more income. You know you're meant for more. Raise your hand if you know you're meant for more. If there's something else to be unlocked, ready to go, right? And that immediately bonds us, because the truth is, and I want you to hear this before we really get into this, you are enough. You know enough. This time can be different. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to get started. And with the right plan and the right action, you can achieve whatever that more is. When I was saying whatever more means to you, you can achieve that in your life. Now, the reason Tony and I feel so certain that you can achieve this is because, well, it's what we've done for a combined 75 years. This one decision, this one path, this one industry has not only transformed our lives, but it's the same one that's helped tens of thousands of everyday people live into a life they knew they deserved. And that industry, that one industry, is the knowledge industry. Now, if you're in this, you already know it's limitless possibilities. You're in the right spot. But like most of you, if you're new, you might be thinking, I've heard of it, not sure what it is. Could it be for me? Is this the right time? Do I have what it takes? Here's what I want to tell you. The answer is yes. Give us a couple days, and we'll not only clear up what this is, we'll show you why it's for you. Listen, at a high level, the knowledge industry is the business of extracting your skills or a life experience or a passion and packaging it and turning it into a product that helps others learn, grow, and succeed faster. Again, the industry we've been in, Tony and I, for over 70 years. Let me give you a quick example. Meet Peg, if you could pull this up, right? Peg's somebody, she's making sales right now, and I think she's the perfect example. After a painful divorce, Peg felt like she lost who she was. She didn't even know who she was. But through her own trial and error, Peg rediscovered herself. She rebuilt her life into something magical. And then once she attended an event like this, she realized, wow, that experience could help other people get through it faster, and it can turn into a business. Fast forward, Peg's created a coaching program. She helps dozens of women go through and thrive after a tough breakup. You know, it's still, you know what? I'm going to go over the whiteboard. Can you follow me over? This is for those that are new, which is about 48% of you on the way in, those of you who took the survey. Thank you. So this is for you. I'd like to explain the knowledge industry like a maze. This is life, right? If you think of Peg, right? Peg went through a divorce. And as soon as the divorce started, God, it was tough. She's trying to navigate, and she's trying to think, this is tough. I got to find, maybe I'll try yoga. No, that's not working. Maybe I'll talk to my friends. No, that's not working. Oh, you know what? Let me try, right? You think about you're trying all this stuff. I'm trying meditation. No, that's not it. Maybe I should try some Xanax. No, I don't take medicine. That's not good. Oh my God, I just can sit by myself. No, I need to be with other people. And life gets you all these things, then all of a sudden you figure it out and you're on the other side, right? So what does Peg do? She went through this experience. She had to make the mistakes. She felt lost. She didn't know who she was. But then she discovered the things that empowered her. And now, if you come over to this one, if you could zoom out a little bit, she knows how to leave breadcrumbs, not because she's an expert. She's sharing her experience. So now she could say, hey, I did all that. Follow the breadcrumbs, and you can get to the end result faster. Now, I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but that's why this industry, leave it on both, please. That's why this industry is growing so much, because if you're one chapter ahead in sales, in something you're passionate about, in doing yoga, in going vegan, or 1,000 other things, you've gone through this crazy maze, and people are cutting checks to go faster because you've already been there. Making sense? Raise your hand if that's starting to make sense if you're new. Because if you think about it, people are already the most ever been in history. They're hiring coaches. They're buying courses. They're going to workshops. They're hiring consultants. They're joining communities. And most importantly, why you're here, it's such a perfect time. It's not from experts. It's from everyday people with real life experiences like you. And again, if this is new and you're like, I'm not quite sure, kind of just stop by. I promise we'll make it crystal clear here in just minutes. See, you might be thinking a business like this takes years, that you need a huge audience or a big budget or a big team. And I don't blame you for thinking that. That's what most businesses need, but not this one. You're closer than you think because you already have the most valuable asset. You have your story. You have your experience. You have your perspective. So I got to share, what makes this industry so cool? I use the word cool because when I started almost 30 years ago, it wasn't cool. If you went to dinner with 6 people and said, hey, you know, I just got a coach, people look at you and go, are you on a soccer team? Vasco, I see you laughing, right? Are you on a soccer team? You play baseball, right? Like, what do you mean you have a coach? Now you go to dinner with 6 people and somebody's like, oh, I got a coach to get our relationship back. Oh, I got a life coach. I got a health coach. Oh, I bought this course. Oh, I'm going to this retreat. Oh, I'm a part of this mastermind membership, right? Think about it. This is the new cool thing. In fact, this industry is at $1 billion a day, heading towards $1 trillion a year by 2028. This industry is exponentially growing because it lets you monetize what you already know. You paid for this product. It's in your brain. You have no product cost. You have no warehouse cost. It's inflation-proof. It's tariff-proof. And it's beyond valuable once you know how to recognize it. It's the perfect startup or an add-on to a business. Plus breakthroughs in technology, which you're going to see today alone, are going to show you why now is the perfect time because it's so much easier. And you could start fast. It's low cost, high net profit because you don't have to pay for it. It's what makes this industry so amazing and so cool right now. So, whether you want to evolve past the passionless 9-to-5 or start that side hustle finally that could lead to something full-time, Tony and I believe that in one way, shape, or form, you need to be a part of our industry, this industry, the knowledge industry. Now, I'm going to disclaim this and say this is not an overnight get rich for doing nothing. I think there's plenty of those online. Can we agree? The money machines or the, hey, you could do this overnight. If you know anything about Tony and I, that's not us. What we're going to show you is a proven plan. But do you have to take action? Raise your hand if you got to take action. Raise your hand even if you have resources. You know you got to be resourceful, right? That's exactly what we're going to share. And I know some of you might be thinking, starting to sound great. I get it, but I'm not sure I have anything valuable. Well, I got to share something real quick that I've done for years. If this was a magic wand, and I'd love for you to pick, let's light up the chat. That's how we can communicate. I see YouTube chat. I see Zoom chat. I get to see so many beautiful faces. But if this was a magic wand, and I said to you, hey, I could put $100,000 in your bank account by just going shwing. Or, do you like that little shwing? Anyway, $100,000 in your bank account for doing this. Or I could wave it, shwing, and I could send you back to spend a week with your 20-year-old self. And you can go back and talk about business, about life, about college, about relationships, about the things that you shouldn't worry about. If you had to choose, would you go back or take the $100,000? Right? Put it in the chat. That's how we communicate, right? I hardly, less than 0.5% say 100,000. I haven't seen one person just said take the money. Look at all the go back, go back, go back. So I share that to show you how valuable your life experience is because there's someone starting off where you once were. True? Raise your hand if that's true. Right? And I know you might be thinking, I don't have a following. Maybe there's too much competition. Am I too old, too young? Is it too late? Technology overwhelms me. I've tried things before in the past. I'm stressed on time. I get it. Let's be clear. You don't need a following. You're not too late. This is perfect timing. You don't need to master tech. It's changed, and we have simplicity on the other side of complexity. And over the next 3 days, we will overcome all of those and show you why you are ready for this and why now. And if it's cool with you, I'd like to take a minute and just share why I know you can do this. You know, I was a C student at best. Yeah, at best. I probably was voted least likely to succeed in high school. But I never went to college because I struggled with dyslexia really bad. I also grew up watching my single mom work 3 jobs to make about $90 a week. And we lived in the only trailer park in this little town in upstate New York. And not poor me. I love the opportunity I wouldn't change one thing about my past, but that's true. So if you're thinking, I'm not sure I'm qualified to do this, you're most likely already way ahead of where I was. And the truth is, it all started with a course I bought from my dear friend and partner, Tony Robbins. I didn't know him at that time. I didn't know who he was. But 28 years ago, I saw this big guy on TV, and I felt like he was talking to me. He was showing me a path on these dreams that I had. Maybe some of you have bought that course off of Tony Robbins, and it just hit me in so many ways. A couple ways it hit me. Personal power was. Oh, there's a picture of it. Yeah. It hit me in a few ways. Because I didn't buy a product. I bought opportunity. I bought possibility. And that was the best $300 investment of life. And I learned things like life happened for me, not to me. I could change my story. I could change my life. All those things that now are popular, Tony Robbins taught me. But the number one thing I took from it, I was like, wait, I paid for knowledge that he learned from Jim Rohn and other teachers, and it changed my life. Heck, I want to do that. I want to do it for someone else. At that time, I had a collision shop. I had a car dealership. I had apartments. I was doing pretty darn well from where I started. I started with nothing. I was doing pretty darn well. So I decided to take my experience and help others go faster. And I went all in on trying to make this a business, right? Let's keep it real. I didn't have any support. I was going to say, whose support? I didn't have any support. My friends thought I was nuts. My family thought I was crazy. My sister drove 8 hours to sit me down like an intervention to say, Dean, you're not Tony Robbins. You don't have education. This isn't going to work. Start being real. And the fact of the matter is, she wasn't wrong. I never did anything like this before. I was a bit of an introvert. And back then, the only way to do this was to create an expensive infomercial, put product in the warehouse, have media, buy TV media, and all that stuff. But we said this earlier. I had that nagging voice inside of me that just knew I was meant for more. And I saw this, right? We agreed. Who's got that voice, right? We know we're meant for more. Now, I had no idea what I was doing, but I packaged what I knew around cars, and I launched my first course. In fact, it's still here. I still have it. It's hard to show because I look so darn young. But this is what I produced in the 90s and shared this with everybody. It was crazy, and I was scared, and I was like, who the heck's going to buy from me? But then it happened. I made my first sale. I'll never forget it. That moment changed everything, not because it was a sale. It was proof that my life experience was valuable, proof that I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to be real. Then once I started seeing success with that, I said, hey, I'll take my experience with real estate and help people get in their first real estate deal. I ended up creating a course, and we launched it, and it ended up being the world's #1 knowledge product on real estate. How freaking crazy is that? From that crazy infomercial I bought off of Tony. And now we get to be here with you to pull back the curtain and show you what we've done, because not only is it cooler and bigger, it's way easier to start and way more in demand. I'm going to end here, but I just want to tell you, fast forward to today, my courses and trainings have created passive income for me and my family for over 30 years. My brands have done over $1 billion in sales. I don't say that to brag. I say it because most importantly, it's allowed me to live into the man I wanted to be, to contribute, to have freedom, to have more purpose. I get to care for my family, feel secure no matter what happens around me in this crazy world. I get to be the dad and the husband I know my parents wish they could have been. I got to live into my creative self. I get to partner with Tony Robbins, for God's sakes. How freaking cool is that? Also, we've been able to do some fun things, provide millions of meals through Feeding America, donate to help kids find freedom from slavery. We built multiple schools in Africa. We helped Phoenix Children's Hospital. We get to do cool things. And like I said earlier, I don't say this to brag. I share it to show you what's possible, no matter where you're starting. Yeah, I am blessed, and I feel it. And I just want to share this with you. I didn't tell my stories because it's not about me. This is about you. I'm sharing through a lens, and why Tony and I get so darn excited to put these events on for you, because we didn't start with confidence. He started with Jim Rohn. I'll share that in a minute. I started without confidence, but I started with commitment. And I didn't sell my expertise. I just sold my personal experience, which you all have. And over the next few days, I promise you, you're going to see how you can do the same thing with our proven plan and guidance, even if you can't see it yet, and even if no one knows your name. Because right now, there's somebody out there waiting for you to share your story. And you have the ability to shorten their path. That's what the knowledge industry is all about. You know, when I think back why we're so passionate, people always ask us, why are you guys are getting older? Why are you working so hard? Working harder than ever before. Why would we put on an event like this? It takes a lot to pull off almost 800,000 people registered for an event like this. Why? Because I think you just saw what this industry did for my life. It saved me. And Tony going to a Jim Rohn event when he was 17 with his last dollar saved him. You see, we know what it's like to look in the mirror and think to yourself, I know I'm meant for more. And then we found something that actually allowed us to achieve it. So 8 years ago, Tony and I were on a golf course. I golf twice a year. That's the actual picture. And on that golf course, we said, if we were going to start a business together, what would it be? And we said, we have to show the world what we've done. We have to give them the ability to do what we do because it's not just for us anymore. It's for all of you. And like a favorite movie or a favorite meal, don't you love sharing something that changes your life so well? So that's why we're here. That's why we're so excited to share this with you. And I have to say this, before we get into the first training that I can't wait to share with you, first deep lesson. I hope you're ready to do some work. If you've tried and failed, or if you felt too afraid to begin at all, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It probably means you were just lacking the right plan. So Tony and I set out to create a blueprint to make sure you don't get stuck or lost ever again. Personally, I wanted to create something I wish my mom had. When my parents split when I was 3, my mom just went to work, like we said before, took 3 jobs. But my mom, excuse my language, my mom was a badass. She just didn't have a blueprint. And I like to say that's what so many of us here, who would say you're a badass, and if you had a blueprint, you could kick some butt? Raise your hand or say yes if that's true, right? So Tony and I set out to create something new, a new business philosophy where people aren't left behind. And we're calling it the Guided Business Development Philosophy. And this is for those badasses needing the blueprint. Because let's just think about it. These 3 things make up the Guided Business Development. You need the right guide. You need a plan. And you need the tools. Think about if you were going to climb a mountain. Would you want to climb a big mountain without a guide or without a Sherpa? Right? Don't you want somebody who's already been up the mountain a few times? Right? I see you, Yvonne, right? And as you're going, you want the guide to have a plan and go, no, we make a left here, we make a right here, this is where we should sleep. And you also want the picks and shovels and the tools to get up there. And if you didn't have all these 3 in a prior time that you started something, don't blame yourself. You were just missing all the ingredients for success. Now, I'm going to make you a bold promise before we get into this first piece of work here. In the next 3 days, we're going to give you the exact process to identify the life experience you have that's valuable, then how to package it, deliver it, and get people to say yes with a smile, how to make it a real business, one with purpose, which has a byproduct of more owning your time, your choices, by capitalizing on this incredible industry. Now, you have our commitment. Tony will be here in a little bit, our amazing guests, our amazing team. I just want to ask you one more time, do I have your commitment? I'm going all in. Are you guys in? Put all in the chat. You're not going to want to miss 1 second of this, and I'm just warming up. You guys are so awesome. All in. Kimber, I see you. Sarah, Brett, Michelle, Renee, Lucy, Denise, Patricia, Patrick, Michelle, Michael, Lucy. I see all. Veronica, what's going on? I see you. Dan. I see you. Dan, what's going on? I love the beard. Bobby's dancing it out. I see you. I see you. Jim, if you're driving, be careful, man. I see you, Jim, down there. Right? Okay, so let's get to work. You guys ready to do a little work? Today, we're going to share 3 powerful lessons. First, how to extract what knowledge you should be sharing. If you could pull up that slide, that'd be great. Next, how to identify who wants it and needs it and what you have to offer. And last, discover how you're going to deliver it. Who's ready to do a little work? I asked that, but I want another commitment. You ready to do a little work? Okay, how to extract what knowledge? I'm going to go over here to the whiteboard. Can you guys follow me over? Sorry, I know slides might be easier, but I'm old school, and I like whiteboards. So, let's talk about the knowledge that you can share, right? This is the asset. So I don't want to oversimplify it, but I don't want you to overcomplicate it, because we got a couple different choices here. The first knowledge you could share is something that you've developed during your career or the business that you own. Does that make sense? So my team is cool with drawing. They draw some cool things, use it better than a slide. I like this. So a career or business skill. Maybe you know how to teach people to grow their real estate business, become the best makeup artist, manage your finances, maybe good at leadership. Maybe you're good at human resources or accounting or project management. You are a chapter ahead, a year ahead, 5 years ahead of somebody just starting out. You can collapse time for them, right? So one of the options is, do you want to share a career or a business skill? Let's just call that number one, right? Number one is a career or a business skill. Number two is a life experience. Before we get to life experience, I want to share one more thing. In a career or a business skill, I want to give you some examples. Can you bring this slide up? Think of Nilsa, right? She's been in accounting, or she was in accounting for 20 years. She finally left her accounting job, created her own job, and it went magical. So now Nilsa, and everybody you see is making sales, or we wouldn't have them here. Not saying they got rich for doing nothing, but they're making sales. This is their business now. Nilsa helps other accountants that want to start their own business. Chris is in acupuncture, had a brick and mortar business, decided during COVID, working with us, now he certifies other people for chiropractic, or for acupuncture. How cool is that? He turned it into a business. He's sharing his business skill. Annie, she started a home-based cooking business. It went so good. She cooked from home, did well. Now she teaches other moms how to start home-based cooking businesses, right? They just experienced it, and now they share it. Okay, let's go to number two. Sorry about that. Number two is life experiences. Think about life experiences. You've gone through them. Some of them is a mess that can become your message. Peg, she went through a divorce. It was tough. She figured out the solution. Now she's crushing it and helping others. Some people have gone through trauma. Some people weight loss. Some people finding love, how to lose weight, how to raise kids, survive after a divorce like we wrote, thrive through menopause. We have women doing amazing, teaching people how to get through something they've already done. So let's call this number two. Number two is you could share a life experience. Now remember, number one, career. Number two, life. And let's talk about, pull this up. Michael, he's done videos for 30 years. And he realized how good he got at video and how everybody complimented him. And he's like, all right, now he teaches other people how to be better on video. Alex, she's helping parents of neurodiverse children. She had her own rough start in life. Then she had 2 children with that neurodiverse issues. And she found a way to not only help them, but now she helps other moms and other parents thrive and show them that this is actually a gift. It's such a magical thing, and she's turned it into a business. Jacob, well, he had tough time communicating with his kids. When he realized he was separated with them, he went all in to find a way to communicate, especially with his teenagers. Now he helps other men communicate with their kids. These are all life experiences turned into an asset and turned into a real business. Are you guys starting to think? If you got any that you're thinking about, put them in the chat at any time, right? And the last one, let's go to the last one here, is a passion. Some of you have a deep passion. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's fly fishing. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's gardening, shopping on a budget. These are all things that people are doing that they're passionate about. They realize other people are starting off on day one, and I can help them go faster. You collapse time. Is it making sense? And look at these 3. VJ, he lives here in Arizona, I was just told. And he got so into taking pictures of the beautiful Arizona sunsets, they got really good at it. Now he teaches other people how to do it. So not only does he take the pictures, he does it. Bambi, I had the chance to meet once. She knows how to interpret your dreams. She used to do it one-on-one. Now she's teaching people all over the world how to interpret their dreams. I don't know if I want interpretation of all my dreams, but that'd be cool. Tina, she started with cheese making. She was so passionate about it. Now she teaches others how to cook at home, how to be like a professional in your kitchen making cheese. It's amazing that they've taken their passions and turned them into a business. Now, I got to ask you, put in the chat a number 1. If you just had to pick, this doesn't have to be your final answer, but if you had to pick today, would you do a career skill, something you learned in your business or your career? Would you do a life experience, maybe a mess that you could share your message so people would go faster? Or would you share a passion? Look at this, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1 and 3. Career, number 2. Life experience, all of them. Eventually, you end up doing all of them. Amazing, look at this, 2, 3, 3, right? See, we have this asset, and we're just blowing the dust off it a little bit, getting started here for you to see it, right? Now that you have an idea, now I'm going to go quick. You guys, can I have permission to go quick? I have a lot I want to cover today. Did that one make sense to you guys? Was the drawing okay? Better than a slide? I kind of like the whiteboard. I hope that landed for you. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Right? Now that you have an idea where your knowledge could come from, let's narrow down who you're going to share it with. Let's go back over to the whiteboard. Lesson number 2 is identify, you can pull this up, identify who wants and needs what you'll have to offer. And I'm going to give you a little secret. Less is more. Smaller is better. Let's talk about that. Smaller is better is because, I don't have my phone here, but if this is my phone, we are connected to so many people around the world. We don't have to go wide. When we go narrow, we actually find the people that need us. And we have the confidence to talk to them. For example, Annie, right? If we said, hey, there's 7 billion people heading towards 8 billion, right? So there's 7 billion people in the world. And Annie is going to help start a home-based cooking business. It's like, oh, I don't know if I can help 7 million people. No, Annie might start out here, could be because she likes helping moms start a home-based business, right? So moms, that's still, billions of women. That's not narrowing it down. But what about moms that want to start a biz? Oh, that gets smaller. But no, we want to go even smaller. It's moms that want to start a biz in cooking at home. Does that make sense? Now, if Annie was going to talk to every mom, be like, oh, that's a little scary. Moms that want to start a business, what if they want to start a real estate business? But when you narrow it down that moms that want to start a cooking business at home, Annie could pull on the Superman cape and say, I could talk to her. I could shift her life. Is that making sense? So smaller is better. And the cool part is not when I started almost 30 years ago. Now we're currently connected to everybody, and we can find our ideal person. Think of this one, alternative health option. Let's talk about becoming a certified acupuncturist, right? That Chris teaches, right? That's, if we started with, again, 7 billion people on the outside and say, alternative way to be healthy. That's still a lot of people. Using acupuncture as a tool, that gets smaller. But what Chris does, he helps people become certified at acupuncture and to make it a business. It's what I like to call his dot. And he just needs to focus on that group of humans. Making sense? And your confidence, Chris can teach that because he's been doing it forever, right? And lastly, right, if you wanted to, I think it was Jacob. I think it was Jacob. He was helping improve communications with children, right? Because he went through it, found a great way, and now he coaches others to do it. If he was just looking for men, right? That's too big. Men that want to improve their communication, that's probably out here. But men that want to improve their communication with their children, preferably their teens, that's a little dot. And tomorrow you're going to see exactly how to go find that dot. Making sense? Richard, you getting this? James, you getting this? Gabrielle, you're getting it? Put in the chat if you're getting it. I know I'm going quick. I hope you're following along. Okay, you up for one more little challenge? Let's take a few minutes and create what we call a solution statement. Now again, I know I'm going fast, but you came to learn. And if you're feeling a little uncomfortable, unsure, good, congratulations for being here. Because if you were completely happy with where you were, you'd be there, not here. Make sense? Sometimes to get from where we are to where we want to be is we got to take the uncomfortable action with something new. And that's where we're at. So a solution statement is just a great starting point. But if you could bring this up, it'd be great. And this is, I help blank with blank. I help blank with blank, right? So we went through some, right? I help women with starting their own home-based business in cooking, right? I help photographers with starting a home-based wedding photography business, right? So I would love for you guys, and I'll talk you through it. We'll keep talking about it, but write it down. You got a piece of paper right now in front of you? I hope you do. Glenn, I know you're in the car, but then type it in your phone if you need to. I see you, Glenn. I see you, right? Who do you help with? And then type it in the chat. I get to see YouTube chat. I get to see Zoom chat. I help women 40 to 55 with thriving through menopause. I'm just giving you examples of our students. I help adults looking to be healthier with going vegan with ease. Oh, here we come. Here we go. I help students with supply chain. I help investors understand stocks. Beautiful, Jennifer, so on point. I help elderly with home aid. I help people earning money through investing. I help, oh my God, this is so good, and they're coming in so fast. I help women reclaim their lives after burnout. Zara, right on point. I help let's sound fast. Help businesses adapt AI. Oh my God, that's gonna crush it. I help women realtors. I help families thrive. Oh my God, I help seniors find their next steps. I help dads recover after divorce. Oh, you guys get this. You guys get this. And how cool is it that you get to help somebody, help solve a problem? That's why we call it a solution statement. You know, keep writing. This is fantastic. It's called a solution statement for a reason, because we get to help somebody through something that we've already experienced, and we can get paid to do it and actually impact their lives. Remember I said in the beginning, who'd like impact and success? This is one of the rare things I think you get both. These are amazing, by the way. And thank you in the YouTube channel and the Zoom channel. Amazing. Keep writing them down. And remember, this could change. Don't try to make it perfect. Let's just talk about progress, okay? Especially today going quick. You guys up for progress over perfection? Say yes if you're up for progress over perfection. Dan, you're so positive today, man. Love having you. Clint, rocking it out. I see you, Rhiannon. I see you, everybody. Okay, nice work. Lesson number 3. How you're going to deliver it. How are you going to deliver it? Let's think about that. So if we think about, here's where the knowledge is going to come from, right? It's a career skill. It's a personal experience. Oh, it's that passion I love. And then say, oh, I'm not trying to go after 7 billion people. I just want people in that little niche, right? All these, I want to go after leaders to help create their, revamp their nervous system. I help myself, right? Like think of, you're narrowing it down. Now, how would you like to deliver it that fits your personality? Let's go back over to the whiteboard. Okay, number 1 is a course. Now, when you think of a course, I think courses have made such an impact on my life because it was Tony Robbins' course I bought almost 30 years ago that shifted my life. I bought Personal Power. I am not too humble to say I would not be the man I am. I wouldn't be the human I am. I wouldn't have the success I have if I didn't pull the trigger and buy that course. So courses are huge to me. But you have to find the one that just resonates with you. And let's just go with the one that feels good today. What's cool about courses is you could pre-record it, right? So you can do it once and sell it over and over again, right? Another one is courses are cool now. Courses 30 years ago, it's like, what'd you buy? Now it's like, hey, did you get a course on that? A course to me is like a book that comes to life, right? Interactive and training, right? Another great thing about a course, it's lower price. So it's a great entry point for people to go, hey, that's awesome. I can afford that, right? We have so many great people doing this. If you think about it, we got Daniel. He started a YouTube channel and was getting a little traction, but he knows how to garden sustainably from home, and then just decided, I'm going to build a course to show other people how to do it. Now he's in business. Joanna, I just read her thing this morning. She's been in law for 20 years, and she realized people would call for the simplest questions, and the law firm would charge them so much, right? I don't know, $200 an hour, $300 an hour. And she's like, what if I built a course that had some of the most common asked questions so somebody could pay for it once and have access to it all over? Boom, she started selling courses. Crystal, I had the chance to talk to Crystal about 3 years ago. She was in an event just like this. We're going to do some great hot seats over the next couple of days. Crystal was in the nonprofit industry, helping people create them. And then one day she said, hey, I'm just going to start my own business to help everybody that wants to start a nonprofit because I know how to do it. Boom, she had a business. So that's number 1 is a course, right? Number 2, some of you might like coaching. Here's a secret. The foundation of all of it's the same. It's just the delivery system that aligns with your soul. Now, I know we're going quick, and you may never have thought about this before. Courses, coaching, oh my God. Trust me, right? What's cool about coaching is you get to go really fast. You don't have to pre-record anything. And you could see results firsthand, one-on-one. You could do your first 2 coaching sessions for free just so you could get a feel. And I promise you, people aren't looking for you to be the expert or have the initials after your name. They're just looking for you to share the experience you had so they can go faster. Does that make sense? You got to understand, people are paying for speed. And here's the cool part. Everybody nowadays wants or needs a coach. and you charge a little bit more on coaching, right? So if you think of, let's pull this up. We got Brenda. She helps millennial real estate investors, right? She's been investing for years. She learned so much. Now she helps millennials do it quicker, faster. She condenses time for them. James is an executive coach. He was an executive. He knew what people needed, took his knowledge that he learned, and now he's an executive coach crushing it. And Isabel, well, she helps people with memory issues over 45. She coaches them. I'm going to need a little bit of that too lately. Sometimes I forget, right? How cool is it? They've taken these life experiences and these skills and turned it into something that aligned with them. And then the last one, and it's kind of the namesake of our company. We like to think of the last one as masterminds. I'll put an S here. Masterminds to me, that could be a group. It could be a community. It could be a workshop. It could be a monthly Zoom. Masterminds are the collective of similar people all looking for this a better outcome, right? It must be the company Tony and I co-founded is called Mastermind because we believe all of this is masterminds. It's the come together of minds so we can share wisdom and capabilities so we can all get smarter. So some of you might want to do people live in person as a retreat. Some of you might want to do a monthly Zoom call. People are craving connection and community. It's why communities are growing so fast. So masterminds, which you could just call groups, is the last one. Pull this up. If you have Chris, he has a wellness retreat. He does wellness retreats and fitness. So he brings people together. Aiden, I read his story this morning. When he had his second son, he felt so disconnected from his kids. He's like, I was never taught how to be affectionate. I was never taught how to feel this love. And he taught himself, and he became an amazing dad. Now he helps other dads be connected with their kids. And Christina, well, she just helps you look better. She enhances your style, and she does it through a monthly training. So let me ask you, I asked this earlier, right? We did the same thing. If this is number 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, if you had to pick one, you could change it later, but if you had to pick one of these, what would you do? Would you do a course, do it once, sell it over and over? Would you like to coach people one-on-one, maybe even group? Or would you like groups? Would you like to get together in person, do a retreat, do a monthly, do a membership? Look at this, all of them. 3, 2, 2, 1. There you go, guys. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Amazing. Amazing. Masterminds, all 3, 2 and 3. Yeah, eventually you end up doing all of them. We do courses, we do coaching, and we do masterminds. So if you think about it, I know I'm going quick. But at this point, think about how far we've come, right? At this point right now, you've extracted what you're thinking, like what you're going to share, right? You guys picked, I don't know, career skill, life experience, and passion. Then the who, we narrowed down that dot. We're not trying to help everybody. That little dot could still be millions of people. And again, I promise you tomorrow, we're going to show you how to find them. The world has changed completely and how to get some help doing it. Then we talked about how you're going to deliver it. And you guys are right in. You're in it. You just shared it just now. So the next logical step is to start thinking about what we call teaching points or lessons. So if you think about, again, this is what I'm going to share, at least I think right now. I understand who would want it. Hey, I'd like to do coaching. No, I'd like to do a course. So this is just a little glimpse on what you would actually teach. Basically, what are the main things you teach or share with someone if you want to help them reach their goal, right? So let me give you an example. If my goal was to help someone write a best-selling book, what are a few things I'd want to share with someone? Pull this slide up. I might want to share lesson 1. How do I identify who would want to read my book? That's a pretty cool thing. Like, let's take a little work and say, who's my ideal client that would want to read my book? Maybe lesson number 2, 3 steps to creating a winning title. Lesson number 3, lay out chapters using outcome thinking. What is the outcome you want of that chapter? Lesson 4, using audios to write faster. And AI, right? Lesson 5, build buzz around your book. Lesson 6, launch your book on Amazon. Now, again, we're taking a crash course here, but if you know what to share, who it's going to, how to deliver it, now it's like, what are just some things that I would teach? So are you still feeling good? Is this making sense? Give me a thumbs up or a hand raise if I'm going at a good tempo for you. I want you to learn today that we promised you when you'd come, you learn, right? And you'd see what's possible. And we also have a few amazing hours left. So I hope you're staying strong. Hope you're staying hydrated. Hope you're finding the engine. We got Jillian Turecki, if you don't know her, amazing. We got Tony Robbins will be here live. You don't want to miss even a second. But right now, I want you guys to do a little work. Are you guys ready to do a little work to anchor this in before we go any faster? Let's have you create a first draft of 6 teaching topics or lessons around the topic you picked. Don't overthink it. Remember, you chose what knowledge you wanted to share and who you'd share it with. I know I've been repeating that, but this topic could become, the topics that you're going to create right now, they could become modules in a course. They could become monthly lessons in a community. They could be 6 coaching topics that you do over 6 weeks in groups or one-on-one. Remember, it's not about, what did we say earlier? It's not about perfection. It's about progress. So you guys up for doing a little work? Okay. But first, I got to share something so freaking cool. Something I wish Tony and I had when we started. It's why we always say the game has changed, and you can go faster with confidence and with guidance like never before. This is how technology actually empowers and accelerates you, not scares you. This is the thing that condenses time. Some things that took days, weeks, or months can now take minutes. This is why now is the perfect time that you're considering this, and I'm so glad you're here right now. And some of you might already be having fun with Gigi. Who's already experimented or had some fun with Gigi? Raise your hand or say me in the chat. And for those of you that haven't, I want you to meet Gigi before we go and do this work. It's just fun to see what's possible and where the world's going. See, I said something in the beginning, and I really want you to hear me. I said, could we be bold enough to be optimistic? You see, it's really easy, especially where the media is in today's world. We could think the world's going to end. It's going to hell in a handbasket. Money's going to devalue. AI is going to take over the world. Nothing's going to be the same. And of course, it could go in that direction. But I want to be boldly optimistic and say, no, innovation, people with good hearts, people will bring us together. Think about this. We are all over the world, hundreds of thousands of people. We're coming together here with a likeness that we just want to be a better version of ourselves. We want to be better for our families. We want to be connected to something bigger than ourselves. Is that all true? Right? So I love to see what's possible for all of us. And I want to be boldly optimistic to say these tools like Gigi and like the way we created this AI can just allow us to go faster. It can be our accelerators. And Gigi that we created is your AI guide. She knows this industry truly better than most people on the planet. Gigi knows what to do first, what to do next. She's never sick, never tired, and she's there for you 24 hours a day. She asks the right questions. She has the right answers, so you never get stuck. It's part of that desire Tony and I have to make sure people don't get stuck on the blank page. And what's even cooler, and I want to be clear on this, Gigi isn't an AI coach. She's not the same as ChatGPT, and you guys already realize that if you're playing with her. She's the result of our team spending the last 2 years building her to be your co-pilot who thinks like Tony and I. The truth is she knows all of our secrets, especially in this industry. And again, who's already using her? Raise your hand if you're already using her, right? Such a perfect time for you to be here. So in fact, here's what I'd like to do. And we're going to take a break here in just a minute. I want to take a break, and don't go anywhere because we got Tony when we come back. I want you to lay out this 6 teaching points. But Tanner from our team this morning shot a quick little, I think 90-second video. I want to show you where the world has gone. I want to show you what Gigi can do to help you. If you do it on your own, you could follow the same model. If we could play that, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 90 seconds.
Hey everybody, Tanner here from Dean and Tony's office over at Mastermind, and I am so excited to give you a little glimpse into how powerful Gigi is. It's pretty crazy that our team's been able to take the past 76 years of knowledge with Tony and Dean and put it into an actual AI that can help you go faster, have more confidence, and just get stuff done. For example, I want to show you just how easy it is to do your teaching points when you have Gigi's help. Check this out. Now, one thing I love about Gigi is that I don't even need to type out my questions. I literally can just ask by using this microphone down here. So watch this. Hey Gigi, so my solution statement is I help busy parents transition to a vegan lifestyle even if they're super busy and don't have much time. Can you help me create 6 teaching points I could teach my ideal clients? Then she types it all out for me. I press send. And she comes back with 6 teaching points. Number 1, understanding vegan nutrition basics, meal planning for busy schedules, reading labels and shopping smart, dealing with social situations, incorporating family-friendly vegan recipes, and staying motivated and overcoming challenges. I absolutely love those, but I want to go a little further. Thanks, Gigi. This is amazing. I think I decided I want to turn this into a 6-week coaching program. Could you turn this into a 6-week coaching program for me? Then she types it out. I press send. And she comes back with the actual weeks broken down. You can see she has a title for each week, an objective for each week, activities for each week, and then I can go even deeper. Hey, Gigi, I love what you did in week 5, but could you go a little deeper and help me break that down so I really understand what you're thinking? Then I press send. Absolutely, Tanner. Here we go. She gives me a little bit more detail. So she gives me the objective, the activities, and she breaks it down. So there's 3 activities. We got video tutorials, nutritional guidance. I mean, I could go even deeper and have her break it down by the minute, but I think I'm going to keep going. Wow, Gigi, thank you so much. But I think I changed my mind. I think I want to change this coaching program into a workshop. Can you help me create an agenda for a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. workshop? Then I send it. Here's a detailed agenda for a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. workshop. You can see she broke it down. She even gave me the breaks. She gives me the lunch break. And you can tell she even said, enjoy a catered vegan lunch. So how cool is that? She was able to create not only my first product, but she was able to tell me how to coach better in that product. And then she was able to take it and turn it into an event agenda. So now I only have one last question. Gigi, this is amazing. But what should I call my program? Send that over. I'm glad you like the agenda. Here are a few name suggestions. Vegan Family Fusion, a busy parent's guide. Plant-powered parenting, the vegan transition workshop. I can pick any of these names because they're all amazing. So guys, this is my time. I hope you see how powerful Gigi can be when you just really know how to interact with her. She's going to ask you great questions as you ask her great questions, and she substantially speeds up your journey to success. So I appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys inside Mastermind.
Is that cool? Is that cool or what? Yeah, amazing. Wowzers, amazing. That's wild. Oh my God, this is what I needed. Listen, it is so freaking awesome. I mean, Tanner just started with a couple questions, and the cool part is she'll ask you questions. I just want to say I'm so grateful I'm alive during a time that this is available, that this is possible. You know how much faster and further Tony could have. We always joked that when we started, we had to walk uphill both ways in the snow. Now you have this guide, this co-pilot that can literally think and work with you exactly like Tony and I would. It's amazing. And the cool part on a personal level for Tony and I, this is going to carry on our teaching even after we're gone. How amazing. So now it's your turn. So let's take a few minutes and have you lay out your teaching points. Remember, if you know what you want to share and who you want to share it with, what are just some things that you would like to teach to help someone go faster? Right? We'll take a 10-minute break here and we'll lay out all 6 teaching points. And remember, they don't have to be perfect. Listen, if you already have Gigi, use her now. Wait till you see how quick she can help you accomplish this. And if you'd like to use her, if you don't have her, it's part of the VIP package. You can get it for $1. You get the VIP success system, and you could be using Gigi right now. It's fun. We donate that $1 to Feeding America. You just go to thrive2025vip.com. If somebody could maybe put that in the chat or put it along the bottom, thrive2025vip.com. No stress. Either way, here's what I'm going to tell you. Either way, do the work. And either way, be back in 10 minutes sharp because we got Jillian and Mr. Tony Robbins. Again, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just write down 10 things. And if you have time, go get Gigi. And you'll be able to use her tonight and through the entire 3 days. Who's ready to do a little work? All right. You see, you could go there. Oh, we got a screen. If you could pull that slide up. So this is to tell you exactly what to do. You get to do the 6 teaching points. If you want to go to Gigi, there's the link. Either way, do the work. We'll be back sharp in 10 minutes with amazing guests. Put it in the chat. Oh, once you have your 6 teaching topics, I'll watch the chat. Put it in there. See you in a few minutes.